on the loss rivet. Any material in addition to the amount needed for each job becomes a FOD problem. There's no doubt about it. A clean hangar is a happy hangar. Or at least it should be. To keep these aircraft operational, there naturally has to be an administrative system. If that administrative system is too inflexible, this leads to anger and frustration, and this in turn leads to lack of concentration and mistakes.
JT Rolls, the SWO's after you. You better go down to his office, sharpish.
Can't know where it is?
No, it sounds urgent. You better go now.
Sworn to see me, Coach. Do you know what it's about?
Oh, it wasn't the SWO, it was me. Your guard's been changed from Wednesday to Friday, okay?
Is that all?
That's it. Thought you'd like to know in case you had other plans.
So I hurry down here just for that?
That's it.
Only a snipped end of locking wire, but think where it could end up if not noticed. Oh, in the course of my tests, I found that the only certain way to ensure that FOD had not got into the engine intake was the visual check. And for this, of course, the Noddy suit was produced. Miss Body had ideas of her own. Miss Body has two problems. No, not that, really. Her hair is long and is inclined to get in the way, and she's extremely cold. But it's not hard to do, and it is the only certain check. If you please, Miss Body. And for engine checks on the ground, the debris guard has its uses. Of course, if it's broken, as this one is, it could be the means of causing the very debris we're trying to keep out. You can come out now, Miss Body. Although intake inspection cannot be overemphasized, to have too many of them can cause a hazard in itself. You can come out now, Miss Body. Miss Body, you can come out. Oh, boy, is that my lucky day. Oh. Even if all our experiments weren't complete successes, we learned something from each. Particularly Miss Body. A lowering of standards can be caused by needless pressures. If squadron commanders set too high a flying requirement, this can cause a pressure that can escalate right down to where the physical mistakes are made, rather like a motorway pileup. In fact, I believe this can apply to all forms of administration. What? You think I'm getting off the point? Well, these things aren't directly responsible for a piece of hard material ending up in a compressor, but they certainly contribute. Right then, let's recap on some of the things that are directly responsible, and some possible ways of correcting them. In my opinion, taxiing aircraft should be at least 200 yards apart, and wherever possible, use minimum power for turns. This applies particularly when turning near parked aircraft. The distance from these aircraft should be kept to the maximum. Sweeping should be done, taking into account the direction of the wind and making sure that there is an overlap on each run. Where necessary, this should be followed up with a hand brush. In the hangars, the less junk lying around, the less chance of any of it ending up in the aircraft. With the final visual check, the only certain way of knowing that this hasn't happened. But remember, FOD prevention is the responsibility of all serving personnel, irrespective of rank, branch, or trade. Also, formation takeoffs must be performed in such a way that the jet efflux is avoided. But if there is a chance that the engine may have suffered FOD, for goodness sake, report it and ask for a check. It's not just the loss of money, but the possible loss of life. I cannot overemphasize the continuing need for close supervision and good management throughout Royal Air Force. I know that this all sounds a little obvious, and it's information you feel you know backwards, but it doesn't alter the fact that each year the damage done to aircraft by FOD is in excess of £12 million. I'll repeat that. £12 million. And it's not the government's money that's being wasted, it's ours, yours and mine. You can drastically reduce that amount just by avoiding FOD. And remember, I'll be watching you. And so will Miss Wayward body. So what do you think of it so far?
Right!